What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today here on this April 5th. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a very good Easter as well. And what a weekend it was. I mean, going into the weekend, we got a new episode of Invincible. We got a new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. On Saturday, we got a brand new Black Widow trailer. And just this morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which seems to be like a normal time for these things to drop, isn't it? Dropped a new trailer for the Loki series coming on Disney Plus, and I gotta tell you, that was one hell of a trailer. But let's also talk about that Black Widow trailer. Was that not a great trailer as well? And again, let's not let all of this overshadow Sam and Bucky. That was a good show this last Friday, and I just gonna let you know right now that I didn't get a chance to watch Invincible. I did get through episode 1 of Invincible. Still got to watch episode 2 and 3. And now episode number 4. But let me know down in the comments below what you have thought about all of these things. What's your thoughts on Invincible? I know there's plenty of people out there who have really been enjoying this show. Of course, they have made some change-ups from what the comic book was. There are obviously going to be some changes. Well, you know, I don't know that necessarily ever really needs to happen, but hey, they do it. It happens. But let me know what you've thought about Invincible so far down in the comments below. Also, Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 3. I'm telling you, I thought this was definitely probably the better episode out of all 3 of them. I think there were some little things, like there were some things that I think episode 1 did a lot better, which like was a lot of the action and things like that. I think episode 1 did a lot better than episode 2 and 3. But episode 3 seemed to have that feel where it was bringing us right along for the ride. It upped the drama. It gave us a little bit of comedy, and it gave us plenty of action. A lot of great stuff, a lot of great world building, and bringing in the bad guys and introducing us to more people, and even bringing back Sharon Carter. I thought it was really, really great. And I'm telling you, I thought episode 3 was really well paced. I'm telling you, by the time the end of it came, it felt like you were already about an hour in. Like, really, it was pretty dang long. But let me know what you thought about Falcon and Winter Soldier down in the comments below. Now, let's get to that Black Widow trailer. What did you guys think about Black Widow? And what did you think about that Black Widow trailer? I thought the trailer was pretty damn good. Probably one of the better ones they've done. I wish they would give us a little bit more, but how much can they really give us without spoiling this whole movie? I mean, we've had like, what, 3 trailers before this? Before the shutdown and everything leading into when it was supposed to come out last year, plus some of the other ads and things that we just had over time. It's kind of hard to know for them to go out there and build this kind of hype for us, considering how we've already had that hype built up and then it's gone away, and now they're trying to bring it back. You know, guys, I just realized something. I need to give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let Zemo fist bump you. I said fist bump, but I really meant fist pump. You know what I meant. Sorry, I just realized my light over here was off. There we go. That should be a little bit better. There we go. That should be a little bit better. You can see that shine I've got on my head now, and that's important, is it not? But the new Black Widow trailer looks really good. Now, the thing with the Black Widow trailer, you know what? Maybe we'll get into a little bit more of that in just a minute. We'll get into a little bit more of the Black Widow trailer. But also, we've got the Loki trailer that dropped this morning, which I thought was absolutely excellent. Loki seems to be the one show that is coming out that people seem to be so hype about. And it looks like, just what we see in the trailers, it looks like it's probably going to be one of the top tier shows that they're going to be putting out as far as the MCU is concerned. Now, you know, we could go ahead and get into all that, and, you know, get into what our expectations and things like that for a lot of these shows are. But, you know, again, these are TV shows really kind of meant to expand this universe. I'm not looking for big blockbuster type of action and plot lines and things like that. What I'm looking for out of these shows is stuff to expand this universe and really move the MCU forward, getting ready and gearing up for the big films that will be coming out here. And sometimes I get a lot of the feeling that people seem to expect more out of these shows than I really do feel we're going to get, because I do think that these shows are just meant to expand that world. And not, I mean, while they can be exciting and good and quality and everything like that, that don't necessarily mean that they are meant to be or replace those big blockbuster type of films that we get in the MCU. I just don't think that we're going to be getting that out of these TV shows. But Loki certainly looks to be one that is going to be blowing up and expanding the universe in some crazy ways. But I thought it was a very, very good trailer. And it's very interesting. It was funny. Josh, even over at the Den of Nerds, was talking about this morning, about the timing of all of this and Marvel's hype and people being hyped for it. Now, I get, maybe they're trying to build hype. Maybe some people ain't so hype. There's a lot of things really going on here. And I think it's kind of a rough thing for the MCU to get started back up, especially as far as hype is concerned, especially when you are looking at these TV shows that are just meant to expand this world of the MCU, not necessarily be these blockbusters that everybody is so hype on. Now, I get that we're nerds and we want to be so hype on it, and we want to, and we expect big things out of these shows. I think we're going to get just enough out of these shows to expand the world, and not necessarily, like I said, the whole blockbusters films that we get out of the MCU. They want to save that big stuff for the movies, for people who aren't subscribed to Disney Plus and things like that. I know people look at statements that Kevin Feige had made, like, "Oh, he said we got to have Disney Plus." Yeah, of course you got to have Disney Plus, because if you're a nerd like you, if you're watching this stream, or me, chances are you want to be up on this universe. You want to know every little thing that is getting ready to go on, right? You want to know all of that stuff. So of course you're going to watch the movie or watch the TV shows. But is it required? I'm not necessarily sure that it is. I guess only time will really tell. But the one thing most of all is Kevin Feige, of course he wants you to watch it. Of course he's going to say that it matters, right? But I guess it's really up to you how much it really does, and how much will it really. I really do think that in all of the movies, and I think we've talked about this before here on the channel in some of the community chats, is that while these shows are going to be important to the MCU and the movies, I think in the movies what they're going to end up doing is kind of putting in there little callbacks to the show, and will give you just enough in the show to catch you up in the movie with what maybe something that transpired in the show. So the person watching the movie can either, if they haven't seen it, can either go watch it, or can just kind of brush it off and be like, I don't really need to go see that, because they kind of filled me in right here with something that was going on. And that's not to say that every single movie that's going to have all these tie-ins is going to have Luis from Ant-Man showing up and, blinking his eyes and some, oh yeah, and doing going through his whole spill. I don't think it's gonna be like that. But I think in all of these movies they are going to do those things to set up some of this stuff for the universe. But I want to know what you thought about all of these things down in the comments below. I'll get into the live chats, and then we'll discuss a little bit more of these shows and everything going on in these trailers in depth, just a little bit more, because yeah, there's some funny stuff. Don't worry, we're gonna get in there, and we'll make fun of and we'll laugh at our friend Josh over at the Den of Nerds for thinking that that's Natasha Romanoff in that Loki trailer. But let's get in here and see who all we got here. Yeah, we got Stephen J in the building. How are you doing, sis? So, we're gonna talk about Lady Loki? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Romeo is here, says, haven't watched it. I think I'll pass. Just don't want to see too much. Oh, for Black Widow? Yeah, I get it. And that was supposed to come out so long ago. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I get where some people's hype might not be there at this point, or just like my wife don't even like watching trailers anyway. But yeah, I thought it was a good trailer. The thing is, like, I kind of feel like I already know what's going on with this show and everything in the first place. So right here, you can put it right there. So you can go through there. It's all right. Because there's just a lot of the things of the setup going on for the show, because I do have this book over here we'll get into in just a minute. So like I don't feel like the movie is spoiled for me at all. Like I mean, I think there's going to be some really cool things coming out of the movie, but you know, I'm curious what the big surprises are going to be in the Black Widow movie. Okay, Stephen J says, rehyped for Black Widow thanks to the new trailer. 100% watching that in the theater, no doubt. Yeah, Stephen J, like, I've already thought about, like, when the movie comes out at the theater, I want to do the whole rent the theater thing. And I was talking in one of the live streams, I was telling The Godfather, I was telling him, dude, I'm going to rent that piece out, man. Come up, bring your family up. We'll go watch Black Widow at the movie theater. We'll rent that piece out. Bro. We'll be in there nerd binging. We got Normies to Nerds, my man Kendall. What is up? How are you doing, guys? Go check out Normies to Nerds. Go subscribe to the channel, so see what you think of the content. See what you think. Kendall, you just starting off doing some good stuff. Stephen J says 100% agree. The shows are the in-between moments that allow us to spend more time with the characters. People expect everything to be end game. Yeah, or I mean, even to that, even everyone kind of expects it to all be like Avengers, which is something I want to get into with Black Widow here in just a minute as well. Reefer Man Reviews, what is up? How are you doing, my man Wayne? People be mad they don't get X-Men crossover in every new episode. I know. So true. Speaking of which, guys, I want to know, guys, I know, look, before I continue on these chats, I want to know about Black Widow. I see everybody out there always constantly talking about this, saying, "Oh, it's 10 years too late. They should have done this a long time ago." I don't know how many times I heard people say it's 10 years too late, right? I don't know how many times here over the past, just a couple days since this trailer released, people saying like, "Oh, it's 10 years too late." Bro, the MCU barely started 10 years ago. She wasn't going to be one of the characters, but let me know. When was a better time? When would a better time have been? I can only think of one, and I don't know that it was the better time to do a Black Widow movie than when they're doing it right now. I want to know what you guys think about that. Is it too late? Is it too late for a Black Widow movie? I don't know. Let's see. Reefer Man says, "Can't wait for Black Widow, Loki, and all the rest this year has for us." Sorry, got excited. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's a lot of stuff going to be going on with these shows, these movies, and everything getting ready to come out in the MCU. Like that year off. I mean, are they going to burn us out? Nah, I doubt it. All right, let's see. Kendall says the Loki trailer was bonkers, absolutely bananas. It was too. So it seems like we've seen so much in this trailer, like a lot of different sets, some different situations, certain things, lines chopped up, doing exactly what the MCU always does to mislead us, to get us excited, to make us start fanboy dreaming. Oh man, maybe I need to redo that. Maybe I need to get a hold of my buddy and see if we can do a version of, instead of California Dreamin', we're gonna do Fanboy Dreamin'. That's gonna be some good stuff. We'll make it parody, but not parody, because otherwise we might get in trouble for that. So it'll be parody, but not parody, if you get what I'm saying. It'll be a totally different kind of, yeah. Hell, it might even be too soon. Would have been cool to see to revisit Nat a few years after her death, even in prequel form. Yeah, and here's the thing, everybody's saying it's too late for Black Widow, but honestly, when was a better time? If there was a better time for Black Widow, I've talked about this on the stream before, on some of these streams, but was there a better time for there to be a Black Widow movie? If you're thinking Phase One, I mean, I think you're absolutely crazy. And Phase One was when the MCU was still just a dream. Kevin Feige didn't know how long this was gonna go on for, this madness, right? He was on a gravy train and it didn't yet have biscuit wheels. That's all. He was just on the gravy train, waiting for them biscuit wheels. But that's what he was starting to do in Phase 2, was he got them biscuit wheels, and he got them, and he made them up. In Phase 3, he poured the gravy on them biscuit wheels, right? And he was on the gravy train with biscuit wheels. But really, I think it was kind of any time before, like, okay, she was introduced in Iron Man 2, which was in Phase, wasn't that was still considered Phase 1 of, I think that was still considered Phase 1, wasn't it? Wasn't that still considered Phase 1? Pretty sure it was. But that was clear back in Iron Man 2. And then obviously they went into Avengers. Phase 2, Phase 1. Then they went on into Avengers, and she became a little bit more. Her character was expanded and everything in Avengers. And certainly after the Avengers, that wasn't the time. Even before that, I don't really feel was the time. Again, Phase 1, they were it was a dream. The MCU was still just a dream to Kevin Feige. He didn't know how far it was gonna go. Iron Man 2 putting Black Widow, he didn't know if that was ever gonna go anywhere. Dreams is what it was. And then in Phase 2, you get in through those movies. I mean, did she need which obviously would have been after Avengers, did she need a movie before the second Avengers movie? Before Age of Ultron? Again, I still think it was at a time where they were still building up the hype, where they were still building this universe. I just don't know that it was a time to bring in a ground level character, somebody without superpowers, into that world where you're getting all the people. Because I mean, if you think about it, in Phase 2, when they brought in Ant-Man, right? And by all means, Ant-Man is a character, he don't have powers, but he has a suit. Natasha don't even have any of that, right? She don't have any of that. She just has training. Well, at least as far as we know, right? Anyway, she's only human, so I think even Phase 2 was like I said, he was putting them biscuit wheels on the train. He was getting them biscuit wheels ready to put on there. And I just don't think that it was the time for doing a character story like Black Widow during that phase. Now, we could get into Phase 3. You think about after Age of Ultron. I think after Age of Ultron would have been pretty good, Getting into Phase 3. Would have been after Age of Ultron. We got that little sneak peek into her life that, when Scarlet Witch gave her those nightmares. Ooh, I'm sorry. Wanda, at the time. Gave her those visions of her fears. So, I mean, maybe sometime after that. So that would have, after Age of Ultron would have maybe before Civil War? Would before Civil War have been the time? Would it? I mean, that's really the only time I think of that could have been better, is right before Civil War, maybe after Avengers Endgame, right? Age of Ultron. And what was Age of Ultron? Age of Ultron was, what was Age of Ultron? 2014? 2014? Might have been later than that. But I don't think that Black Widow really would have really fit in there, like any other time, like maybe after Age of Ultron, maybe before Civil War, maybe right after Civil War, I think somebody else posed to me, one time, another great time would have been right between Infinity War and Endgame. And honestly, they're in Phase 3. That might, because I was considering, like right around Civil War, maybe like right after Civil War, between Age of Ultron, maybe then, but it would have had to been Phase 3 time, right? And was that a movie to kick off Phase 3? It might have been. It might have actually been a good movie to kick off Phase 3, But somebody posed, between Infinity War and Endgame, I'm like, that might have been a better time, actually. That might have actually been the sweet spot. But I really don't buy this whole thing where everybody's out there talking like, oh, this is long overdue. I don't think the timing was there any time before that. Maybe not even like, and I'm talking maybe just before Civil War. I don't know that there was really a good time any time before that. And I mean, I do feel like right now, after Endgame, probably wasn't the best time. But other than that, I don't really see what other time there was. And as far as like long overdue, yeah, it is kind of long overdue. But any like longer, they were still building up the MCU, and I do not think it was the right time. Maybe a year earlier, haha, see what I did there? But maybe a year earlier than they had actually originally planned it. So that time right there in between an Infinity War and Endgame. That might have actually been it, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and also let me know what you think about Black Widow in the Loki trailer. Oh man, we can't let that go. I was gonna make this meme. I got a meme I was gonna make up and post. I was gonna post it on tweeters for I was gonna use that David Harbour. I was gonna use it that I used in the thumbnail. I was gonna use that David Harbour picture, and with the caption that says when Josh thinks that's Black Widow in the Loki trailer, and the whole chat is giving him a hard time, and it's gonna be that David Harbour picture, going, my Josh is a strong Josh. Oh man, that's what I thought that would be kind of funny. Put a caption and then his little word bubble says, "My Josh." Anyway, can you recap the first 17 minutes? Yeah, me flapping my gums. Oh no, the first 17 minutes. Well, I think probably like the first 10 minutes were all. I'm willing to bet at least the first 10 minutes were probably all music, and it was probably all. Yeah, it was probably all music. Probably just all music. And it might have actually been that. Might have actually been that too. Might have been that Zemo fist pump. Yeah. That's what it might have been. Anyway. That is funny though, Stephen J. People be mad they don't get X-Men crossover every new episode. Yeah, that's so true though. That's so true. Yeah, but I mean, Black Widow is one of my favorite characters. I just want to see a good movie. Obviously, she's getting ready to hand off the torch, right? Obviously, she's getting ready to. I mean, Yelena's getting ready to come in and be Black Widow. I mean, is that going to be any surprise to anybody? I mean, really? She's going to be handing off the torch to her. In the movie, she's going to be the new Black Widow, right? Which, it's happened in the comics. And before anybody says it, just because it happened in the comics doesn't mean it was good. Doesn't mean it's good, okay? Just because it happened in the comics doesn't make it good automatically. Because I know people think that when people say, like, hey, they need to respect the source material. That doesn't mean that just because it happened in the comics that it was great, all right? That's not to say that either. We all know better. There's no time like the present. Grateful. Yeah. Shut up, you're making me hungry. Yeah, that's funny. All right. She should have been in Captain Marvel's spot. Yeah, XR. I mean, I think that might have been probably a better spot. And honestly, Captain Marvel probably could have came sooner. Captain Marvel could have probably actually come sooner. I mean, I'm not saying I wanted her to or anything. I'm just saying, well, I mean, maybe if they would have, you know what? Look, if they would have done Captain Marvel the right way, maybe it should have been sooner, right? Nah, for sure. For sure. If they'd done Captain Marvel the right way, should have been sooner. But, hey. What's done is done. What's done is done. Thanks a lot. This is the one time when we had to look at and say, you know what? Should we trust in Kevin Feige? You did it to us this one time, Kevin. Ever since that is when he went white Suge. He went Suge white. He's like, oh yeah, I can shoehorn this character in this movie in there. I can do anything. That's what he thought. Or where it is chronologically between Infinity War and Civil War. Yeah, well, and here's the thing, XR, is we don't exactly know that, do we? I mean, have you seen the movie? I haven't seen the movie. Everybody, I'm still convinced that this movie takes place in a current timeline. I don't think it's all just past. I really don't. But of course, I'm still of the opinion, you know, my part of my theory is still that Black Widow isn't dead, and that's why they couldn't resurrect her. That's part of my theory, though. It's part of my theory. Let's see. Possibly between Civil War and Infinity War. Yeah. Isn't that when this movie is set? Yeah, I mean, that's what they're telling us. But how much of it? I mean, we're getting flashbacks to them. We're probably getting flashbacks to Budapest, you know, some of that stuff. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't buy that this movie is completely set in the past. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I mean, why would it be important to hold this movie off then? If it's set in the past and it's not that important, why the delays? You know? Could have just released it first. Could have just released it on Disney Plus. You know? Mike Porter says the MCU is the best. Convince me not. I'm not gonna do it, dude. I'm not gonna do it, Mike Porter. Thank you so much for being here, man. I seen Santa was out. I didn't I was working out earlier, and then I got done working out. I went and I made my coffee, and then I made this thumbnail for the stream, and then I went live, and I didn't even realize that Santa was live, and then I seen he was live when I was getting ready to go live. But I'm sure y'all were over there chilling with Santa. I think Age of Ultron was 2016. Okay, 2016. I figured it was somewhere around then. Figured it was somewhere right around there. He thought we were crazy too. I love your comment in the morning stream. So crazy then to introduce new characters. I know. Confirmed the lady in the Loki trailer is a character in the MCU. Yeah, Mike Sandman Porter. Oh man, where'd the Sandman come from? Did I miss something? Captain Marvel should have came never, says XR Coon. No, actually it should have. Like if they would have done Captain Marvel the right way, he probably could have came sooner. See what I did there? I think he could have came sooner if they had just done it right. Captain Marvel could have came sooner. I still have a way they could have. I still have a way. I could write them out of that hole. I could write them. Well, kind of like fanboy dream. I could fanboy dream them out of that Captain Marvel hole. I could. Captain Marvel comes when when it wants, yeah. Actually, with Black Widow and Captain Marvel spot right before Endgame, her death would have hit so hard. I mean, it still hit. It did still hit hard. But yeah, like right there in that point, right there where Captain Marvel was at, that probably would have actually been the sweet spot for Black Widow. Was right there in between Endgame. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, Captain Marvel could have came before that if they would have just done the movie right. They would have just done it right. And they could have done everything else they'd done. If they had just... But and believe me, I'm not. I don't hate the Captain Marvel movie either. It's not. It's not even like. It's not. It's. I think on my MCU ranking list, it's probably about midway through there. It's probably about midway through there. It's not at the It's not at the lower tiers. It's not at the lower tier with Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not down there with that. Gray, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, it would have hit a lot harder. Black Widow's death, Natasha's death in Endgame. If they would have had her movie then, yeah, oh, absolutely. Which is better in 2021? Loki trailer 2, Zemo club dancing, all of WandaVision, all of Falcon and Winter Soldier, or it's Agatha All Along song. Ah, man. I don't know, man. That Loki trailer was fire, bro. That Loki, but again, so is that. That's pretty fire too. Zemo dancing to Bone Pony Malone. Let's see. Speaking of Agatha All Along, I have a special reaction coming to my music reaction channel later today. Somebody did a metal cover of Agatha All Along, and oh, nice. Yeah, Zemo dance for show. I hope we don't get full MC. They better not, dude. Come on, dude. They haven't even done it yet. Her sister in Black Widow will be in Hawkeye, so not just a flash. Yeah, absolutely. Santa joke is a thing from Santa's stream to say, oh, okay. I missed it. I was gonna say because I missed it. That's why I missed it. I missed the stream. I missed Santa's stream. That's what happens when you fall out the loop. Captain Marvel is the only MCU film I will not defend. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't have to defend it. I mean, there's no defending it. Like, there's no defending it. Like, I think the movie itself, this is a decent movie for Captain Marvel and what that movie could have and should have been. It's no. But is the movie itself decent? Decent, yeah. I can give it a decent. I'm not ever going to argue with anybody and say that it's a great film and that they need to enjoy it or anything like that. I can't argue any of that. No. And believe me, I'm not even upset about the Nick Fury thing and the eye thing. Hey, I'm not upset about that. That's, hey. Did you just knock the Guardians? Them's fighting. Oh, I did, Gray. I did. I am not a fan of those movies. I mean, they're okay, but they're lower tier MCU. They're lower tier. And I know everybody loves them damn movies too. Everybody loves the Guardians movies. Trinity Santa says I'm old as dirt and like this. Oh, okay, like Santa's tattooing. Okay. All right, that's where. So you're the Sandman, then I get it. So then, So are you Flint Marco? What's his name? What's that his name? Flint Marco? Are you Mike Marco? Dancing. I would have loved if Blue Marvel had a movie where Captain Marvel was in it. Would have been dope. Yeah, absolutely. Dark World was better than Captain Marvel, dude. You don't have to like tell me that because I like Dark World. I like Dark World. Haven't done it yet. The Nick Fury with his eyes scratched Marvel Legends figure is beautiful. It comes with the cat as well. Nice. Would have been 310. You saved it for me. You saved it for me. That's funny. Do admit the entire set of Marvel Legends from the Captain. Have the entire set. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, man, toys are toys, dude. It's all good. Movies are stellar. I don't know what y'all talking about. Sincerely signed, Mike MCU Stan Porter. Yeah, absolutely. There was something else I was gonna bring up. There was something else I was gonna bring up. Oh, I know what it is, guys. If you guys aren't already, go check out here on the channel. I know everybody asks like, well, I don't see it. I think I put it in the description. I could be wrong. It might not be in the description. I'm pretty sure I put, you know what? Let me check. Let me check here and see if it's in the description. But I thought I put it in the description there. Let's see here. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Maybe it's not in there. Alright, maybe it's not in there. Yeah. It's not in there. Alright. I need to make sure I get that link in there. But if you go to the About section on the channel here, okay, you see here. I know people seem to get it twisted. You go here to the About section. You know, you click up there in the thing. Go to the About section. Click About. All right. You can even do this on your desktop. You can do this on desktop too. Look, see, and then right down here, right over here, there's a link for Discord. For Discord, right? Link for my Discord right there. See, it's right there. See, it's right there. All right. Go to the About section here on the channel. Go check it. I don't have the link to put it in there for the stream bot yet. But go to the Discord. If you are a Myrtle Maniac, go check out the Discord. We're gonna start doing some watch-alongs. All right. We're going to start doing some watch-alongs. I was kind of playing with it a little bit last night. I think what we're going to start off... Should we start off with some Dragon Ball Z? Or no. Well, I'm sorry. Dragon Ball. We're starting with Dragon Ball. We're not starting with Dragon Ball Z. Start with Dragon Ball. We're going to pick a day, probably Tuesdays, where we're going to sit down and maybe watch about an hour, maybe 90 minutes. Who knows? Maybe a whole disc of Dragon Ball. And then we're going to go through the Dragon Ball, then the Dragon Ball Z series. Then we'll go in through GT. And I don't know, maybe by then I'll have money and stuff, and we'll have bought the Dragon Ball Super episodes if they have those on DVD, so I can check those out. But go over there. We're going to start doing some watch-alongs. Going to do more than just Dragon Ball as well. I want to watch some horror movies with you guys as well. Trying to get something crazy going on with my account, but I want to watch The Stylist with you guys. It's a horror movie that just came out. It was actually something that the director, Jill Gervasian, had crowdfunded to help make it possible. I want to check that out. I want to watch that with you all. I want to watch Rabid with you all as well. We've got some different movies. We're going to do some different watch-alongs, and that is going to be for the Myrtle Maniacs. So make sure that you go check it out if you're a channel member, especially. You know, go in there. You got to link all your stuff in there in the Discords and all that stuff, and you will have access to some of those different channels there on the Discord server. We're going to be doing that, but we will also, even if you're not one of the Myrtle Maniacs, we are going to, I'm going to start doing some music streams over there where I'm just going to start playing some music, just stuff that I listen to, and maybe stuff that we're going to be doing in, talking about in some live streams at some point. We're going to start doing a Debate 8 style show, just like Adam over at Fanjecture does, talking about just albums and music and stuff like that. Maybe just, and it won't always be like a Debate 8 style show. We'll do that occasionally, but we'll also have a show where we're going to discuss some different music and stuff like that. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some of the music playing over there. And also, make sure you do that, like I said, for that. Some of the other stuff that I want to do as well, some of the stuff I've kind of been talking about here is I want to start doing some health type stuff for you guys here on the channel, for probably just for everybody. I'll drop some of those videos actually here on the channel, some different things, kind of taking you guys through just different stuff. But then also I'm actually probably going to start doing when I do some of my strength training workouts that I do here in the studio. And we're going to start doing those in the mornings in the Discord. We'll start doing some of those different things for you guys if you guys want to join in and partake in any of those kinds of things. So make sure that you check it out. Like I said, just kind of looking to grow the Discord a little bit. So make sure you go do that. And like I said, if you are a Myrtle Maniac, one of the channel members, you will have access to go and do some of the watch-alongs with us and just some of the different things that we're going to be doing over there. But like I said, there will still be plenty of other cool shit going on over there that you can do and absolutely, engage with along absolutely for free. You don't have to be one of the Myrtle Maniacs, and we will do some watch-alongs as well that won't be just for the Myrtle Maniacs. But for the most part, most of them probably will be. I'm just saying. But yeah, so make sure you go check it out. And also got some other stuff I've kind of been looking into. I've got some books that we're going to be getting in for a giveaway. Some comic books. I'm gonna do for that. And I was also thinking about, we're crowdfunding comics, the Myrtle Maniacs are. So, when you become a channel member, part of portions of the memberships are going towards crowdfunding comics. Now, kind of what I've done is when we reach 10 channel members, we're gonna do one project a year. We did that, that was pretty soon. We've got more projects than we've already backed than that. But then, when we hit, we're gonna have different milestones. When we hit 20, we will do 2 years. So one every 6 months. Believe me, we've already backed more than that. There's just too many good books out there, guys. And when we hit 30, we will probably do one. We will do one every quarter. So every 3 months. We'll back a new book, right? Every quarter. So that's 4 years, right? When we hit 30. And so on and so forth. We'll do some different stuff like that. But also, we were looking through the previews the other week. Man, I started looking at some of these statues and stuff in here, right? Weren't we nerding out on that last week? Look at this one. Look at that Boba Fett. Look at that Boba Fett. Now look, man. I'm not like a big Boba Fett fan, and I'm not all hype on that one, but that's a pretty badass statue. But $250? I don't know. A little pricey, but I was thinking about getting one of these things and some of these things and unboxing them for you guys. Maybe give one of these statues away one of these days. Maybe not a $250 one. But maybe a $250 one, right? Why not? Why not? Even because I was even looking through here, I was looking at even some of these ones that are like $25, $50. Some of these ones, to me, that's relatively cheap. $25, $50. That's not too bad. I'm looking at them like, dude, those are totally badass. I want to get some. I want some for myself. And I might give one away. If I find one. I might give one away if I find a cool one to give away that's worthy of giving away. But, yeah. Boba is Garbo. Dang, man. Let's see. So yeah, guys, make sure you go check out the Discord. We're gonna have some fun over there, right? We're gonna do some streaming and stuff. We're gonna hang out. DW wasn't bad, just too many Dutch. Dark World? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I just don't like the Captain Marvel suits type of characters, too boring and unlikable to me. Oh, okay. I see. Like, all OP and shit? Yeah. Like, nobody can beat him up. Yeah. Like, they get beat up because they let you beat them up. Like that? Is that what you... Oh, I think at least 90 to 95 of my takes are hot. Not really. Reeferman says, I started Discord, but I don't know what I'm doing on there. That I'll go back on. But I'll probably join in and to the watch-alongs when possible. Yeah, absolutely, Reeferman. Absolutely, you should. Nice. Yeah. We're gonna do some, and I want to know because I was thinking maybe do one tomorrow. Maybe we'll do one soon. Hey, maybe later this evening. We'll get started. I just want to find a good time, but it definitely have to be in the evenings. Definitely in the evenings. Dragon Ball. You don't like Dragon Ball? Horror man, I'm a pansy. I cannot watch horror. Ah, it's all good, Gray. We'll do some other. There's gonna be some others we're gonna do too. It's not all gonna be horror. Like I'll probably have different ones for different nights. Like that. Like maybe Saturday night we'll make horror night. Maybe Mondays or Tuesdays will be Dragon Ball night or Dragon Ball night. Yeah. You know, something like that. Yeah. We all have your back. Don't be scared. Yes, yeah. Same. I can't do Discord either. Oh, I mean horror. Oh, okay. Yeah. I hear you. I like the idea of the music show on Discord of yours. Yeah. And you know something else I was thinking about too. Something else I want to do as well. Here, let me show you guys what I've been working on. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. Should I? Nah, we'll save it. We'll save it. We'll save it. We'll save it for the Myrtle Maniacs. XR says I hate horror. Why? It's so great. I love it. I love Discord though. That's funny. I don't listen to music. Watch horror or like Dragon Ball. No, Gray. Now we'll be doing some other stuff though. We'll be doing some other stuff over there though, Gray. Music debate 8. Count me in. Yeah. Using voice to text again. Oh man, that's funny. A healthy trinity is a healthy community. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as the portal to my sanity. Music, yeah. If not for music, I'm not entirely certain. I would have lost it a long time ago. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Love music. Listen to the same 100 songs since I was 15. 41. That's funny. I hear you, though. I hear you. There's some of those songs out there that really just stick with you. Like, seriously, though, like, I guarantee you, there's those 100 songs for everybody that really sticks with them that they could listen to over and over. That, like, hey, I'd rather listen to any of these over any of that anytime. I've probably got at least 100 albums like that. Like, I've probably got at least 100 albums that I've listened to since then. That I've listened to like regularly, like, you know, like that. Yeah. To have Rancid, Wallflowers, and Kenny Chesney. All right. Have a narrow but broad music taste. I'm kind of weird. Yeah, I hear you. Music is like that though, just like movies. And like anything really, like any of this stuff that we talk about, it's all the same way. But the thing is like that's the fun of it. Is like, you know, maybe one day we'll do. We're gonna listen to, you know, stuff I like. Maybe one day we're gonna get on and listen to some of the stuff that Mike Porter has for us to listen to. Try to listen to audiobooks when I drive around at my work. Work with my attention waivers, especially considering I'm driving and I can't focus too long on the story. But I listen to audiobooks. Yeah. I hear you. Maybe a dollar statue from the dollar store. That's funny. Great. I thought much younger than me. I thought yeah. I'm ADD and dyslexic, so I have to listen to a book 3 times before I understand or retain. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, there you go. And you know what? And like me, I'm not any of that, but like I like to like for me, like I feel even reading a book like one time, like I haven't learned all that information. Like a lot of the books I've read at least 2 to 3 times. At least. Most of the ones I've really enjoyed. Yeah, because I mean I'm that same way. I mean, because you kind of get something out of it new every time and just remembering it too. Yeah. Indeed, Reefer Man, me too. So keep eating and wait on me. There you go. You know, we lead to a higher likelihood of psychosis later in life. Prove it. XR coming in here with his fake bro science. XR coming in here with his bro science. Leads to psychosis later in life. Because she acts like she's closer to 40 than 80, and I believe she's closer. What? Yeah, only as old as we feel. Yeah, absolutely. Love discovering old music before that I've never heard. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you use your brain and learn new things, your brain can rewrite pathways to avoid mental segregation later in life. Consider one we just make sure You're learning a lot of, yeah. I was gonna say, well, there's a lot of stuff that goes into a lot of everything. You know what? You know they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And like, man, there was a video I was watching the other day with Tom Bilyeu over at Impact Theory. Interviews a lot of doctors. They have some great conversations and stuff, and they were talking about that whole thing, you know. And typically, this doctor even says, like, yeah, most, like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like, you can't expect, like, you know, about the whole pattern of past behavior dictating, and like people don't let go, people don't like change in these major drastic ways because of things in the brain elasticity and things like that. But they have actual science that actually proves it can happen to people, but it happens only during times, for older people, only during times of great trauma. If you had a near-death experience, you lost a loved one, a really close loved one. You have you going through just all the different, just really like traumatic experience. Not you just like lost something. Like we all lose, you know, but like a really traumatic experience that it will sort of trigger that elasticity to in the brain to change. So yeah, interesting stuff though. If you guys aren't subscribed to Tom Bilyeu's channel, Impact Theory, you got to go watch his channel. It's great stuff. Pop music stopped getting good in the 80s. Well, define popular music. Like what are you talking, like Madonna, like Michael Jackson, Prince? I mean, pop music is anything that's popular. I mean, that's popular. I mean, are you talking about like what are you talking about? K-pop? K-pop? I don't want to talk to you about some music stuff or video putting together. Yeah, nice. All right. The DCU dropped the ball. The MCU carrying the ball and picked up DC's ball too. MCU, yeah, absolutely. Well, anyway, guys, probably not going to go much longer. I think that's really about it that I have for today. Got some other videos and everything that I want to get shot, but also, like I said, go check out the Discord. Going to be doing some different stuff over there. Like I said, going to be doing some workout stuff over there. Probably might even be doing some other stuff. Going to be doing some watch-alongs as well. Maybe we'll actually do some comic book read-through things as well over there. You know, we'll sit down and read some comic books together. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you're all having a very good day. I hope you had a great weekend with your family. If you got together for Easter, if you celebrate, if you don't, hey, you ain't gonna have me preaching to you. Believe what you want to believe, man. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.